All right, well, welcome everyone to our first webinar of the year. I want to start first by welcoming you all and wishing you all a very happy, healthy, and successful new year. Our topic today is strategic leadership with AI in portfolio and portfolio and program management. I'm delighted to welcome Markus Kopko, joining us from Hamburg, Germany today. If this is your first time joining IEL, we are a global leader in professional learning and certification training, and we support both you as an individual and your organization. We've been in the business for a little over 30 years, and we partner with clients, individuals, organizations around the world to deliver current practical learning solutions to keep you staying ahead and succeeding. And whether it's through training or self-paced programs, live virtual courses, or coaching and consulting, IEL's offices, our teams are around the world ready to work with you. All right, so let me now flip over to Markus. We're so happy, Markus, that you're here today. Markus brings over 20 years of experience in program and portfolio management, and more recently, he's been really leading the AI conversation as far as projects and programs are concerned. Markus combines strategic thinking with hands-on execution, and he's helped individuals. He's trained hundreds of project professionals on ramping them up on AI, as well as consulting for organizations. So really delighted, Markus, to have you back here. You were a previous IPM Day speaker, and we're really glad that you're able to share your expertise with us. Thank you. I'll hand over to you.
Thank you so much, May, and many thanks for the kind words. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just switching to our agenda for today. So welcome from my side, from Hamburg, Germany. May said it already. And also, of course, all the best for all of you for the new year, 2026. I'm really delighted to deliver this session today. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to see so many people here who have interest in that topic. So we have a lot to cover. May said it already. So yeah, just let's dive in. Here's a short overview for the next about 40 minutes, which is my part, before we come then to a Q&A session and a few additional information at the end. So first of all, we will talk about the challenges we are facing. So why 95% of AI initiatives fail, and maybe even more importantly, why shadow AI costs, let's say, $670,000 is one number I have read about per breach. Then the second part will be about the 7 AI patterns from the CPMAI framework, the framework for matching AI to business problems. We will discuss this in more depth then. The third topic we'll talk about will be what portfolio level AI actually means, and not pilots, but strategic integration. The fourth thing is then about 3 real-world use cases with governance and data quality. So first is mostly about the theory, and then we will get a little bit more practically. Fifth topic we will talk about is then the organizational readiness. How can organizations reach that AI readiness through governance, data, and technology? Sixth topic will be the trustworthy AI and the CPMAI methodology, which helps in building responsible AI. And finally, it's about you, your leadership stack, and a short call to action for you about the next steps you can take if you want. Okay, so the challenges. 59% of professionals are already using AI tools outside IT oversight. Maybe even more. Meanwhile, it's quite a while ago when I picked up that number, so I think it might be even more. So think about ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, you name it, all those popular AI tools out there. They are used by many of the professionals already for their daily work. On the other side, 68% of security leaders admit their organizations have a shadow AI problem. 2/3 of your security team knows there's uncontrolled AI usage happening right now. Shadow AI doesn't happen because people are reckless. It happens because they are trying to get their jobs done. But when AI usage is invisible, you as an organization lose control of your data, you lose auditability and consistency. So the question is, how do we move from that chaos to strategy? The reality: unprecedented uncertainty, exponential data growth, teams scrambling to keep up. And the hidden risk is when organizations don't provide AI support from the top. 59%, as we have just seen, 59% of professionals currently go rogue. They upload company data to third-party platforms, probably. They make decisions based on AI outputs nobody else can audit. And as you may know, AI makes failure or can failure and makes errors. And this isn't a niche problem. Yeah? It's every industry. And leadership often doesn't even know it's happening. So shadow AI isn't rebellion, it's survival. But survival without governance is just a ticking time bomb. So what's the actual cost of shadow AI? I just dropped that number before. IBM's 2025 report says $670,000 more. That is more than a regular data breach. And why? Because no audit trail, no containment, regularity penalties, reputational damage, all that things. So $670,000, let that sink in, is the cost of hiring 3 management consultants for 6 months, or one elaborate PowerPoint deck by McKinsey. So except you're getting a data breach, regularity fines, and angry customers, the cost of shadow AI isn't just financial, it's strategic. So every day your teams work in silos with ungoverned AI, you are losing visibility, you are losing control, and you're losing competitive advantage. But what is the goal? The goal, of course, isn't to ban AI. Yeah? It's to govern it. Okay. Okay, so now we know shadow AI is expensive. But let's zoom out for a moment and talk about why AI initiatives fail in the first place. Just remember, 95% at least regarding that report of AI initiatives are still failing. So why is that? The MIT Nanda published a study in last year in August 2025 called The Gen AI Divide, State of AI in Business. And the headline number, 95% of enterprise AI pilots deliver 0 measurable ROI. 0. That's not just disappointing, that's catastrophic, isn't it? So what's going wrong? Three things. One, poor enterprise integration. Yeah. The AI tool works great in isolation, but it doesn't talk to your ERP or your PMO system or your data warehouse. No connection. So it becomes just a side project. It is not a strategic asset. Number two, lack of strategic alignment. Someone in IT or data science gets excited about that new, shiny new model, but nobody asked, what business problem does this solve? So you build something technically impressive, maybe, but that delivers zero business value. And problem number three, insufficient AI-ready data. Your data is messy, is siloed, or is just flat out wrong. And if you feed garbage data into a sophisticated AI model, you get sophisticated garbage out. Sure. But here's the good news. 66% of organizations that do it right report productivity gains. So the IBM's EMEA study from last year, from October 2025, breaks that down. 55% of those organizations that do it right see operational efficiency gains. 50% see better decision-making. 48% see workforce augmentation. So AI helping people do their jobs better, not replacing them. And 24% say AI is actually transforming their business models. So the difference between the 95% who fail and the 5% who succeed, it's not technology, it's governance, it's data quality, and it's strategic alignment. And that's what we are going to build. Okay, so what are the 5% doing differently? First, maybe a little bit surprising, but they buy AI solutions and not build them on their own. So purchased solutions succeed 67% of the time, so 2/3 of the time versus 1/3 for internal builds. Second thing, what they're doing different is only 5% of those organizations achieve rapid revenue acceleration. But they empower line managers. They invest in AI-ready data infrastructure. And they build enterprise-wide governance from day one. Think gym membership. Yeah? Having access doesn't make you fit. The ones who get results have a plan, accountability, and show up consistently. And peak organizations treat AI the same way. They build governance, they build data quality, and they have strategic alignment to make the tools work. So what are you aiming for, or your organization? Are you aiming for peak or stuck in pilot purgatory? All right, so we've covered the challenges, right? Now let's talk about solutions. Specifically, the 7 practical patterns of AI from the CPM AI framework. Every AI project, whether it's a chatbot, a predictive model, or an autonomous system, fits into one or more of these patterns. So if you understand these patterns, you can cut through the vendor hype and match the right AI approach to the right business problem. Let's go. All right, so here's the game changer. AI isn't one thing. It's not just chatbots or machine learning or automation. AI is actually 7 distinct patterns, and every AI project, or better, every business problem you might want to solve with AI fits into one or more of these patterns. This is not from me, developed from me. This comes from the CPMAI framework, so PMI's methodology for managing AI projects. Let me walk you through them quickly. Pattern 1, hyper-personalization. This is about treating every individual as unique. Think personalized dashboards, customized reports, adaptive workflows. In portfolio management, this could be a dashboard that shows each stakeholder only the projects and metrics they care about. Pattern 2, autonomous systems. These are tasks that run with minimal or no human involvement, like robotic process automation, autonomous bots that generate status reports, update project plans, or flag risks without you lifting a finger. Pattern 3 is predictive analytics and decision support. This is forecasting, predicting project success rates, resource bottlenecks, budget overruns. AI doesn't make the decision, it gives you the data to make a better decision. We will deep dive into this one a little bit more in use case 1, which we discuss a little bit later. Pattern 4 is conversational and human interaction. This is chatbots, natural language interfaces, voice assistants, that kind of stuff. So think of a chatbot that answers common PMO questions. So what's the status of project X? Or who's assigned to this task? Yeah. Pattern 5 is pattern and anomaly detection. So this is where AI monitor data streams and flags deviations, like cost overruns, schedule drift, risk accumulation, silent failures, that kind of stuff. This is the heart of our use case 2 we will speak about later on. We'll go deep on governance with anomaly detection in a few slides. Pattern 6 is recognition. AI that identifies elements in unstructured data, optical character recognition, for instance, or image recognition, or audio transcription. So in program or portfolio management, this could be scanning hundreds of documents, of project documents, to extract key risks or action items, for instance. And pattern 7 is goal-driven systems, optimization engines. AI that runs thousands of simulations to find the best path to a goal, like resource allocation, or scenario planning, or portfolio optimization. This is use case 3, and it's one of the most powerful tools for portfolio leaders. So here's the takeaway. Before you deploy any AI tool, any AI solution, ask yourself, which pattern does this fit? Because once you know the pattern, you can design the right governance, the right data pipeline, and the right success metrics. Don't just buy AI. Match the pattern to the problem. All right, so now we've covered the patterns. Now let's talk about scale. Yeah. What does it actually mean to implement AI at a portfolio or program level, not just one-off project experiments? Yeah. Let's define it. So here's the difference between project level AI and portfolio level AI. Project level AI is a pilot. Yeah? For instance, one team uses ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, whatever you name it, to write meeting notes. Or another team uses a predictive model to forecast task completion. But it's isolated, it's not connected to anything else. And when the project ends, the AI tool may disappear. Portfolio level AI is different, yeah? Should be different. It's a systematic integration across multiple projects and programs. It's not about one team experimenting, it's about building AI into your standard processes, into your tools, into your decision-making frameworks. So let me break down what that can look like. First, shared infrastructure. You are not spinning up a new tool for every project. You have a common AI platform. Maybe it's Microsoft Copilot. Maybe it's a custom analytics dashboard. Maybe it's an AI-powered PMO system. And every project team uses it. Shared infrastructure. Second, standardized processes. So AI isn't bolted on as an afterthought. It's integrated into your PMO processes, your risk management framework, your decision protocols, your governance workflows. Standardized processes. And third is cross-project value. You get centralized analytics, shared insights, unified reporting. Instead of every project hoarding its own data, you have a portfolio-wide view, and AI helps you spot patterns across projects that no single project or program manager would ever see. Cross-project value. Fourth is strategic alignment. Your AI investments are tied to portfolio strategy. You are not just automating tasks, you are driving strategic outcomes, and you have ROI targets, governance checkpoints, and hopefully executive sponsorship. Now let me give you two quick examples. So example one, enterprise-wide chatbot for customer service. Instead of every department building its own chatbot, you deploy one chatbot across the enterprise. And it handles tier 1 support questions. It's trained on your company's knowledge base. And every department benefits from the same AI capability with centralized governance, data controls, and continuous improvement. Or example two, Microsoft Copilot for project documentation. Instead of every project manager writing status reports manually, you roll out Copilot across all project teams. It drafts reports based on project data, if it is integrated in the right way. But it is capable to do so. Or it's summarizing meeting notes. That works very well, meanwhile. It suggests action items based on your meetings and your meeting transcription, and so on and so on. So now here's the key. You don't just give everyone access and say, okay, here you are, good luck. You build governance. Yeah? You define what data Copilot can access. You set quality standards. You train project managers on how to use it effectively. And you measure ROI at the portfolio level, not just project by project. So here's the big idea. Portfolio level AI delivers enterprise value and not just project efficiency. But it requires leadership commitment, governance frameworks, and strategic investment. And that's what separates the 5% who succeed from the 95% who stay stuck in pilot mode. All right, So enough theory. Yeah, let's get practical. I'm going to show you 3 real-world use cases where AI solves specific portfolio and program management problems. Each one maps to a different AI pattern, and each one requires governance and data quality to work. Okay, let's go. Let me walk you through the table. Yeah, we have 3 business problems, we have 3 AI solutions, and 3 use cases. Use case 1, AI augmented prioritization. Problem, politics-driven prioritization. So loudest voice wins. I'm pretty sure everyone know what I'm talking about. Misaligned investments. Yeah. Solution, predictive analytics. AI analyzes historical project data, identifies success factors, gives evidence-based recommendations. And you make the final call with data and not just gut instinct. Use case 2, program governance with anomaly, difficult word for me as German, with anomaly detection, okay? So problem here is status reports are most often just outdated when they are presented or delivered. Critical deviations escalate before anyone notices. Solution can be pattern and anomaly detection. AI monitors metrics in real time, sends alerts, like cost variance greater 10%, alert. Schedule slippage, alert. Yeah. Key here is governance, define thresholds and response protocols. Otherwise you drown in noise. And use case 3, scenario planning with goal-driven systems. Problem here is planning for multiple futures simultaneously, like budget cuts, strategic pivots, regularity changes, whatever you can imagine. Solution, goal-driven systems. AI simulates thousands of portfolio configurations and, like, for instance, budget cut, click, instant re-optimization. So each use case demonstrates a different AI pattern addressing a specific leadership challenge. But let's dive a bit deeper. Use case 1. You are in a portfolio review. 60 project proposals, budget only for 20. So who gets the green light? Like I said, most often the loudest voice wins, right? Or the vice president who pounds the table, or the politically connected project. We call this the HIPPO problem, highest paid person's opinion. Result can be misaligned investments, or projects get prioritized that deliver 0 strategic value. AI-driven solution here can be predictive analytics. Feed AI your historical project data. Hopefully you have a historical project data database. Which projects succeeded? What were the patterns? AI identifies factors that correlate with success. Example, projects with vice president sponsorship and PMO support have 23 higher ROI. Cross-functional teams outperform single department teams by 30%. Key, AI doesn't decide, you do. AI just informs, leaders decide. That's AI-enhanced decision-making. Governance here, 3 requirements. 1, transparency. AI must explain why it ranked projects this way. 2, consistency. Same criteria every quarter. Stable, auditable, tied to strategy. And 3, accountability. When AI gets it wrong, and that happens it will happen. Someone needs to be responsible. Quick story here, financial services client, yeah? We had 80 proposals, like I said, Hippo-driven every time. We deployed predictive analytics, and it surfaced a pattern. Projects with dedicated product owners succeeded 67% of the time. Projects without, only 22%. So we made it a governance rule for this specific case. No funding without a product owner. Failure rate dropped about 40% in 1 year. So that's AI augmented prioritization with governance. Okay, use case 2, program governance with anomaly detection. So here's the problem. You are a program manager, 12 projects running, status reports once a week or monthly. By the time you read the report, it's outdated. A critical path task slipped 2 weeks ago. Cost overrun started 3 weeks ago. Nobody flagged it until too late. So you are literally flying blind. AI-driven solution here can be pattern and anomaly detection. So AI monitors project metrics continuously, cost, schedule, risk, resource allocation, and it can detect deviations in real time. And like I said before, cost variance greater than 10%, send alert. Schedule slippage on the critical path, send alert. But here's once again the critical part, governance. If you just turn on anomaly detection without thresholds and response protocols, you just drown in noise. 50 or more alerts a day, and everyone ignores them. That's alert fatigue, and that is even worse than having no alerts. So we need governance for anomaly detection here. Yeah. 1, define thresholds. 2% cost variance, fine. 50% problem. Calibrate to your risk tolerance and you're fine. 2, define escalation path. Who gets the alert? The project manager, program manager, portfolio director, and what's the response protocol for each? 3, build feedback loops. Yeah? AI learns. If 90 of 100 alerts are false positives, tune the model. Okay? So think of phone notifications. Everyone knows that. Everyone has a smartphone, yeah? And every app sends notifications for everything. You turn them all off, at least me. Calendar only notifies for meeting in 10 minutes. You pay attention. Same principle. So anomaly detection is only valuable if alerts are actionable. 2 patterns AI detects that leaders often miss. 1 can be scope creep, for instance. So each change looks small. AI can detect the pattern. Yeah? Or 2, resource churn. 1 or 2 people leaving, okay, that's normal. 5 in 6 weeks, red flag, just for instance. So AI spots it before it tanks the project. Yeah? The bottom line here is anomaly detection transforms governance from reactive to proactive if you build the thresholds and the protocols. All right, and use case 3, scenario planning with goal-driven systems. This is where AI gets really powerful for portfolio leaders. Here's the problem. Planning next year's portfolio. 60 proposals. Constraints, 100 million budget, 500 FTEs, 12 months. Goal, 15% revenue growth. But you don't know which future you are planning for, right? We are living in very uncertainty times. Budget cut by 10%. Who knows? Can happen every time. Key partner goes out of business. Regularity change. We see that a lot, especially last year and also this year. Traditional planning can't handle this. Yeah. Many organizations that I know still planning in Excel. Yeah? 3 weeks creating such kind of plan for by a whole controlling department, and the moment something changes, it's just obsolete. So AI-driven solution here can be to implement a goal-driven system. Goal-driven systems optimization. Step 1, need to be defined constraints, like I mentioned, 100 million budget, 500 FTEs, 12 months timeline, compliance requirements. Step 2, define objectives. What's your goal? Maximize ROI, minimize risk, balancing across business units, you define it. Step 3, run optimization. So if implemented the right way, AI simulates thousands of portfolio configurations and ranks them. And step 4, scenario analysis. Yeah? And that is where it's really getting interesting, because changing just one variable, like budget cut 10%, click, AI re-optimizes the portfolio instantly. Strategic pivot, click, re-optimization. Regularity change, click, re-optimization. Imagine how much effort and time can this save. So you get 5 ready-to-go portfolio plans depending on which future unfolds, if you want. Yeah. The sums up really helps here. Thank you very much. Okay, perfect. So let's proceed. Yeah, we covered the use cases. Now let's talk about organizational readiness. Because here's the reality. You can have the best AI tool in the world, but if your organization isn't ready, it will fail. They will fail. So what does readiness look like? We are going to talk about AI agents, the next shift, and the 3 pillars of organizational readiness. Let's go. All right. So let's talk about AI agents. Yeah? Because this is where AI is heading right now. Everywhere you read about AI, it's about AI agents and agentic AI. And it's a big shift from the tools we have been discussing so far and using so far, because up until now, we've been talking about AI that assists humans, predictive analytics, anomaly detection, optimization. But AI agents are different. They don't just this, they act autonomously. So let me break down the 3 levels here, okay? Level 1 is perception. AI reads data. It analyzes status reports, risk registers, resource allocations, and it surfaces insights. And this is where we are today with most AI tools. Level 2 is prediction. So AI forecasts what's coming. It predicts schedule delays, cost overruns, resource bottlenecks, and gives you early warning. This is use case 2 we just discussed, anomaly detection. And level 3 is planning. So AI doesn't just predict, it plans. It recommends actions. It drafts mitigation strategies. It suggests resource allocations. It operates semi-autonomously within defined boundaries. So now here's the thing. AI agents at level 3 are incredibly powerful, but they require strict governance, especially human-in-the-loop protocols. Because here's what happens without governance. The agent acts on bad data, makes a bad decision, and nobody catches it until it's too late. Let me give you a cautionary tale here. So a manufacturing client deployed an AI agent to manage project resource allocation. And the agent had permission to reassign resources across projects to optimize utilizations. Sounds great, right? Except the underlying data was wrong. The data said project A was 80% complete. The agent reassigned the senior engineer to project B. But project A wasn't 80% complete. The project manager just had entered by accident the wrong data. And when the senior engineer got pulled, project A collapsed. Nobody caught it for quite a while. And by the time they did, they'd blown the project deadline and the client relationship. So here's the governance requirement, human in the loop. AI agents can recommend, they can draft, they can simulate, but before they execute, especially when it comes to resource allocation, budget changes, or scope decisions, a human needs to review and approve. And that human needs to be accountable. That's the difference between AI augmented decision-making and AI autonomous decision-making. One is powerful, the other is reckless, at least until your data quality and governance are bulletproof. So here's the governance framework for AI agents. One, clear boundaries. What can the agent do autonomously? What requires human approval? Define it explicitly. Two, audit trails. Every action the agent takes must be logged. Who approved it? What data did it use? What was the outcome? And three, kill switches. If the agent starts behaving unexpectedly, you need the ability to shut it down immediately. No, just let's see what happens. And four, accountability. When things go wrong, and they will, who owns the outcome? The agent's recommendation, the human who approved it, the portfolio director, define it upfront. So bottom line here is AI agents are the future, but they require governance maturity that most organizations don't have yet. So start with the human in the loop, prove the value, build the governance, and then and only then expand the agent's autonomy. If your organization isn't ready, AI will fail, no matter how good the technology is. And we have talking about three pillars here: governance, data quality, and technology integration. Okay? Pillar one, governance, clear policies, decision rights, accountability, ethical oversight. Who decides which AI tools get deployed? Who owns the data? Who's accountable when AI makes a mistake? Key, the PMO should lead AI governance, not IT. In most organizations, I have seen AI initiatives most often led by IT. I see that different. Yeah? PMOs should lead the AI governance and the transformation. IT provides the infrastructure. PMO defines how AI integrates into project, program, and portfolio management processes. Pillar two, data quality. AI is only as good as the data. Garbage in, garbage out, as always. Data quality means completeness, consistency, accuracy, and integration. Are all projects reporting the same standard? Can AI access the data it needs? Data quality is the hardest pillar. Not sexy, but essential. And pillar three is technology integration. AI can't operate in a vacuum. It needs to integrate with your PMO system, with your ERP, your enterprise resource planning platform, your collaboration platforms, and so on. Integration means API connections, single sign-on, embedded insights directly in tools teams already use. So recap: governance, PMO leads; data quality, essential; technology integration, cross-functional effort. Get these three right, then AI delivers value. Skip any one, you're setting yourself up for failure. Now let's talk about trust. Trustworthy AI, the 5-layer framework. Let's go. Trustworthy AI. These are 5 layers from the PMI CPMAI framework. Once again, think of these as insurance for your AI deployments. Yeah. Layer 1, ethical AI. Does your AI align with organizational values? Does it respect human dignity? Example, AI recommends cutting safety training to reduce costs. That's unethical, even if mathematically optimal. Layer 2, responsible AI. Accountability. Who owns the outcome when AI makes a mistake? You can't hide behind the algorithm did it. That will not work. Layer 3, transparent AI. Explainability. Can you explain how AI arrived at its recommendation? If it's a black box, stakeholder won't trust it. Yeah? Transparency is your shield. Layer 4, governed AI. Control, policy, standards, audit trails, decision rights. Governed AI is risk management, not bureaucracy. And layer 5, explainable AI. Justify recommendations in terms stakeholders understand, not AI jargon. We prioritize Project A because it has executive sponsorship and strategic alignment. Here's the data. That works. Trustworthy AI is not a technical problem, it's a leadership problem. Your data scientists can build ethical, transparent models, but if you don't demand it, they won't prioritize it. Leadership mandate, trustworthy AI is non-negotiable, it's table stakes. Think of trustworthy AI like insurance. You don't buy insurance expecting disaster. You buy it so you can operate confidently. And trustworthy AI is the same. It's confidence. It's what allows you to scale AI without creating existential risk. Okay. So just as a quick overview, the CPMAI methodology or framework. Yeah? That is PMI's framework for managing AI projects. Problem, it solves data scientists speak one language, project program and portfolio managers speak another. So the PMI provides the translation layer if you want. It has 6 phases. Here's a quick overview. Business understanding. Define the business problem, not the technical problem. You need to define the business problem you are trying to solve and to decide if AI can be the solution or maybe even not. Data understanding. Assess whether you have the data you need. That is something many organizations just do not know. Yeah? Then data preparation. That is data cleaning and data integration. And that makes most often 60 to 80% of the timeline of an AI project, which is most often underestimated by far. Modeling. Data scientists build and validate the model that should solve the underlying business problem. Then next phase is model evaluation, test against real-world conditions, measure business impact. And finally, model operationalization, another difficult word for me, deploy, integrate into workflows, train users, measure ROI. So what CPMAI gives you is common language, risk management for AI-specific risks, governance integration throughout the life cycle from day one, and business alignment. Start with outcomes, end with impact. Bottom line here is, if you are serious about scaling AI across your portfolio, CPMAI is your playbook. Okay, finally, now let's talk about your leadership stack for the AI-driven future. So traditional stack, we all know that PMP, PGMP, PFMP, PMP project delivery, PGMP program strategy, and PFMP portfolio governance. That's the foundation. And of course, that's still critical. Yeah? But none of those teach you how to govern AI deployments, how to assess AI risks, or translate between data science and executive leadership. And that's where CPMAI comes in. It's an enhancement, if you want it that way. So AI governance and ethical oversight. CPMAI teaches you the methodology for managing AI projects. Data quality assessment, trustworthy AI, operationalization at scale, all those things we have discussed. So key, CPMAI is not a data science certification. You don't need to code. It's for leaders like you. It teaches governance, risk management, and strategic alignment. So the stack for AI-ready program, project, and portfolio management leaders of the future is PMP, PGMP, or PFMP plus CPMAI. That is what I'm at least convinced of. So that's what positions you as a tech-savvy executive who bridges AI and business strategy. So what are the 4 leadership dimensions for AI-augmented portfolio management? Strategic vision, where AI is heading, match patterns to problems, shape 3-year roadmaps. Governance and oversight, define policies, decision rights, accountability, ethical guardrails, we have discussed that. Change leadership, bring teams along, address fears, build capability, and communicate why AI matters. And risk management, identify AI-specific risks like data quality, model drift, bias, compliance, all that things, mitigate proactively. These aren't certifications, they are capabilities. And you build them through experience by leading pilots, making mistakes, learning, holding teams accountable. Good news, if you have been a project, program, portfolio management leader for years, you already have most of these skills, of these capabilities. You just need to adapt them to the AI context, okay? So what you can do now, 3 steps. Oh, I'm late in time, I see that. Okay, step 1, start small. Pilot purposefully, pick 1 AI pattern, launch 1 contained pilot, define success metrics, build governance, prove business value, and then scale. Step 2, scale wisdom, invest in certification. Once you have proven value, build capability. We just discussed that. And step 3, be the leader your organization needs. Your organization is investing in AI right now. Who's leading it? IT, data science, a vendor, or you, the portfolio leader who understands strategic priorities, governance, and how to align AI to business outcomes. The time to act is now. That's just fact. Organizations are investing billions in AI, and the leaders who can govern AI strategically will shape the next decade. So start small, scale wisdom, and be the leader your organization needs. Okay. I would say we skip this one for now, May, if you agree, because I'm a little bit late. Sorry.
Sure, no worries at all. I think this is important, and I want to thank you all for your engagement. We've got a lot of comments, Marcus. Really excellent, excellent presentation, very helpful insights, tangible examples. We've covered each of the patterns can be a webinar or a course in itself, and you've covered so much in the past 55 minutes. So I want to maybe take we do have a minute or so to take any burning questions that any of you might have. Please pop that into the chat. In the interest of time, I do want to let's go over the summary. Marcus, do you want to cover this?
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, just a short recap what we have talked about. So we have talked about the challenges we face right now in this time, and what AI can do also on a portfolio and program management level. We have discussed 3 AI use cases in depth. So that was important for me, especially to take a little bit more time on this. And what's really important for you as an individual is what can you do as next steps to adopt to that development and to that dynamic environment we are just facing nowadays. So building out those 4 leadership dimensions and adopting to the CPMAI, to the AI context, and CPMAI is one of the options to do so.
All right, thank you so much, Marcus. I'm going to perhaps wrap up here since we are close to the top of the hour, and I know that we've covered so much, so we invite you to check out the recording tomorrow. We do have one question. What are the top project program management tools you've had success with using AI? That's a great question. We could probably spend several minutes on this one. But thank you for the question. Any thoughts there, Marcus?
Yeah, what I have seen in some organizations who have successfully really deployed and integrated a Microsoft Copilot in their daily work and in their processes. But you should not underestimate at that point that you need to enable your staff to use that tools, regardless which tool it is finally, but to use that tools in an effective way. As with any other tool, also you need just to learn how to use it effectively. The most major or the most significant difference to other tools is that everyone can use it by utilizing natural language, and that is the difference to the past. But it still needs enablement and it still needs training. And if you invest enough money and time in this, then it's regardless, I would say, which tool you utilize, of course, it needs to fit into your infrastructure and to your requirements.
Thank you very much for that, the question, and Marcus for clarifying that. We have a question here about does IIL offer CPMAI certification training? So I can take this question. At this time, we do not offer CPMAI certification training as a public course. However, we are available to teach the course to teams and organizations, especially for you, for your organization. We also provide coaching and consulting solutions because AI readiness for your organization is a very bespoke, very tailored approach. And this is where IIL can help you, really engaging with your organization to understand your situation and then developing the correct coaching, consulting, or training solutions. So we invite you to engage with us, contact us to start that conversation. All right, so we are coming to the top of the hour, and I want to just quickly mention IIL offers a wide range of courses. You can check out all of them on IIL.com. We are running live virtual courses in program and portfolio management professional exams. So that's coming up in late February. And feel free to check that out and connect with us if you're not certain if this or other courses are more suitable for you. I also want to bring up that we are very proud to launch a new webcast series focusing on leadership skills, which starts actually next week. And these 3 sessions are special because they involve, they're 90 minutes, 60 minutes presentation, followed by live Q&A with 3 excellent speakers. We invite you to check this out, and there is a small fee for joining, so you can learn more about that on our website. All right. Okay, and finally, I want to just thank you all again for joining us today. If you're looking for the claim code, the recording, that will be on your learner dashboard. So right now, after the session ends, you'll be able to get your PDU, the attendance badge on your learner dashboard in the after the webinar section. And look out for the follow-up email tomorrow, which will have links to our learning resources and how to connect with us. And finally, I do want to share to please give us your feedback to this session. Also, that's on your learner dashboard. We really want to hear from you and how we could help meet your goals. All right. All right, well, thank you so much, everyone. This brings us to the top of the hour. We want to thank you again for starting the year off with us. We're delighted by all of your engagement and the many places and organizations that you represent. So thank you so much for your time today. And Marcus, thank you for leading this fantastic session.
Thank you, May. Thanks for having me, and thank all for your time and for listening. Thank you very much.
Take care, everyone, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.